Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Tesla sell rating reiterated, Ford pauses construction on EV battery plant, studios and writers reach agreement to end strike, iPhone 15 lead times at record highs, Nvidia drops seen as buying opportunity, stock market rebounds from worst week since March, OpenAI's ChatGPT can now see, hear and speak, railroad infrastructure funding moves ahead on 70 projects. Stay tuned after the short ad break to learn more about these top headlines. Tesla's stock experienced a 1% decline as Guggenheim maintained its sell rating. This decision was based on supply-driven delivery declines in Europe and China during the third quarter. Guggenheim predicts that Tesla will deliver 445,000 vehicles, which is lower than the consensus of 461,000. In response to increasing competition in the electric vehicle market, Tesla has been reducing prices to stimulate demand. However, Guggenheim anticipates challenges in raising prices and expects lower gross margins moving forward. Despite these concerns, analysts have given positive ratings to Tesla, and its shares have risen by 125% year-to-date.
Ford Motor Company has announced a pause in the construction of its $3.5 billion electric vehicle battery plant in Marshall, Michigan. The company stated that it wants to ensure competitive operation before proceeding with the project. Ford has not yet made a final decision on the investment and is currently facing labor negotiation challenges with the United Auto Workers. Despite the setback, Ford stock experienced a 1.1% increase on Monday and a 6.8% increase over the past 6 weeks, leading some analysts to believe that taking a more cautious approach to electric vehicle initiatives could ultimately benefit the company in the long run.
The Writers Guild of America and Hollywood studios have reached a tentative agreement to potentially end the strike that has been ongoing since May. The Writers' Union announced that an agreement in principle has been reached on all major points, including regulating artificial intelligence, pay increases, and more residual payments from streaming programs. However, the final contract language still needs to be finalized with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Once approved by the Guild's negotiating committee, it will be sent for further approval by its board and council before being voted on by rank-and-file members. While picketing has ceased, this agreement does not directly impact the ongoing strike by members of the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers represents major studios such as Amazon, Apple, Disney, NBC Universal, Netflix, Paramount Pictures, Sony Pictures Entertainment, Warner Brothers, and Discovery.
Investment firm Morgan Stanley has reported that the lead times for the Apple iPhone 15 have reached record highs in North America. According to analyst Eric Woodring, the next 2 weeks will be crucial in determining the cycle and revenue for the upcoming quarter. Currently, lead times for the iPhone 15 Pro Max stand at 45 days in the US and 47 days internationally, representing a significant increase compared to previous cycles. Woodring also highlighted that lead times for other iPhone models have experienced a similar upward trend. On Monday, Apple shares showed a slight decline.
Investment firm Morgan Stanley believes that the recent decline in Nvidia shares presents a buying opportunity. Concerns over a tech company cutting its requirements for the H100 GPU next year are overblown, according to analyst Joseph Moore. Recent checks show strong demand for the H100 GPUs in several regions, and supply chain reports indicate that Microsoft is pushing for more product. Despite concerns about a plateau, Moore points out that Nvidia trades at a discount compared to other AI-centric names like AMD. Other AI beneficiaries are also forecasted to see revenue acceleration.
U.S. stocks concluded Monday with slight gains as investors grappled with the Federal Reserve's indication of longer-lasting higher rates. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite finished 0.45% higher, while the S&P 500 saw a gain of 0.4%. The Dow also added 0.13%. Traders are expressing concerns regarding a potential federal government shutdown this week, and market participants will closely monitor negotiations for a stopgap spending bill. Treasury yields experienced an increase, with the 10-year yield reaching 4.54%. Experts advise prudent investors to exercise caution and selectivity in their equity purchases.
OpenAI, with support from Microsoft, has enhanced its ChatGPT chatbot to incorporate the ability to perceive, listen to, and articulate spoken words. Users now have the option to engage in conversations and interact with the application using voice commands and images. The newly introduced voice functionality is made possible by a text-to-speech model developed in collaboration with professional voice actors. While image capabilities will be accessible across all versions of the app, the update will initially roll out gradually over the next 2 weeks for Plus and Enterprise users on iOS and Android platforms.
The Biden administration has allocated more than $1.4 billion to enhance railway safety and capacity throughout the United States. This funding, derived from the 2021 infrastructure law, will support 70 projects in 35 states and Washington, D.C. According to Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, these initiatives will improve the reliability and resilience of rail systems while benefiting communities and strengthening supply chains. The projects encompass various improvements such as track upgrades, bridge repairs, enhanced connectivity between railways, and increased resistance to extreme weather conditions. Notably, a grant of $178.4 million aims to reinstate passenger service along the Gulf of Mexico for the first time since Hurricane Katrina in 2005.
Thanks for tuning in to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Stay informed, stay inspired, and keep making those smart financial moves. Until next time, I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Until tomorrow, farewell. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.